What's going on, good people? Pat, SW Patt back. I got 3 things that I myself will, 3 things or people that I would never play with, okay? So here are 3 things or people that me, myself, as a 24-year-old, black guy or whatever, I'll be black for the rest of my life. I ain't doing nothing but getting older, so with these 3 people, it's reasons behind why you shouldn't, disrespect them. It's reasons behind why you shouldn't, just come at them any kind of way. Or, man, you got to treat these people with respect. You got to treat these people with balance, and I'm going to explain balance in a minute. And you got to treat these people with, the respect that you want to be treated yourself, right? And that's ultimately the reason behind, not playing with these 3 people, because eventually it's going to come back on you. If, whatever you going to reap what you sow, for shit show. All right, so number 1, and I'm going to keep it real quick. Man, she bad. Nah, she's not that bad. No, hell no. We got to edit that out. But, okay, so first things first. The first person I would never play with going forward, and you got to understand, like, I've done these things to know what not to do and who not to do it to, right? Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. Once again, my name is Patrick Lee. I've been making content for about 2 years now. I started with music content. I have my own mixtape out. I got a couple mixtapes out, and I got some singles out as well. If you want to go check that out. I got music everywhere, from Spotify to Apple Music to Snapchat, on all social media apps, on all platforms. So go check that out. It will be muchly appreciated. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into these topics. All right. All right. So first things first. I ain't taking forever to get to the point. That's how these YouTubers be. They be running up that fucking watch time. All right. I sat here and watched a young man count money in my face and talk for 12 minutes. This shit work. So it's time to start doing, start doing this shit. So look, the first person I would never play with, okay? First person I never play with is the police. Okay, now I know that's a given. I know that's a straightforward answer. I know it's like, duh, like, but it's really not though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we, especially in the 2010s and like a little bit of early 2020s, I know with the whole George Floyd and all this situation, bro, this shit gotta stop. This shit gotta stop. All right. So here's the thing: when the police pull you over, okay, you are scared and the police is scared, okay? So they're gonna come with that authority as, as they are over you, right? Why? Because they are law enforcers. That's law enforcement, okay? So if they don't have that authority over you, they don't have your respect. I'm not gonna respect no soft-ass police officer. I don't give a fuck. I damn near don't even pull over for you. I'm not gonna cap to you, okay? So when you are being pulled over, that's the first thing you need to realize. They are just as scared as you are, okay? They don't know what you have in your car. They don't know what kind of substances they can be exposed to. They don't know, man, if you finna jump out on some crazy shit. They don't know if you're gonna have somebody else pull up, or they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. So try to take yourself, put yourself in the cop's shoes or whatever, and your only goal at that point when you're being pulled over is to make it the fuck home. Make it home. I don't give a fuck how fast you was going. I don't give a fuck how many cars you probably just hit. I do not care. When you are involved with the police, your only goal is to fucking make it home. Okay? So what does that look like? When I'm being pulled over, the first thing I do, every fucking time, I've been pulled over, man, over 10 times, I'm not gonna cap to you. The first thing I do is I roll all my windows down, whether they tinted or not. I roll all them joints down. All right. So what this does, it lets the police, it lets them see clearly inside the vehicle, obviously. But the second thing it does for the police is it says, okay, this person is not a threat. Okay. If they have to come up to your car, they got to tap on your glass. They got to say, sir, let me see your this and that. And bro, like I said, the main goal here is to fucking make it home. Who are you trying to prove a point to? It's you and the cop. Y'all be trying to prove points when it ain't nobody else around, bro. What the fuck you, like, it's the police, gang. Like, you acting like motherfuckers talking to you with disrespecting these folks your friends or some shit. No, bro. The police ain't going nowhere. I don't give a fuck how much we hate them. They not. Make yourself not a target. Like, it's not, I don't know. That don't be hard to me. And I'm gonna put this on my life right here on the Bible. I've never had an experience with a police officer where it was like, all right, get out the car, put your hands behind your back, do such and such, do this, do that. I mean, shit, if you got warrants out for your arrest, if you got a background and all that shit, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Different strokes for different folks. But if you out here actually doing what you need to be doing, you out here actually, like, you know what I'm saying, you a law-abiding citizen, and you doing what you supposed to be doing out here, like I said, and you get pulled over, okay, act like a fucking law-abiding citizen. Like, don't get all hostile with the police. Don't make it weird. Don't make strange looking eye contact and make it look like you ready to beat them up or you want to do something to them or something. That's how you get fucking cooked. That's how you get in the situation you in. By fucking panicking, by not breathing, by not thinking. You need to be trying to make yourself as least as a threat as possible. All right. So after you get done rolling your windows down, cop gonna come up to you. Hey, sir. He's gonna explain to you what, you know what I'm saying, what offense you did or you made or whatever. And he's gonna say, all right, do you have your license and registration? From that point forward, like, before you even start saying something to him, you need to have it in your mind. Okay. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Like, you gotta have, bro. Come on, bro. I'll be treating these folks like freaking God. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't know what I'm on. I don't know what he on. He could be having a bad day. You just never know, bro. And some cops will let you off on shit if you just work with them. Because who the fuck are they? Like, who? Like, what's your personal beef with these folks? If there's no personal beef, then what the fuck is, like, go home. Go home. I guarantee you that ticket that you want to fuss about and all that shit, it can be appealed in court. If you know you wasn't in the wrong or whatever, get you a dash camera. Okay? And that was going to be my third one. Always have your dash camera if you got one. If you don't have one, get one. It's 2026. We're moving into a new generation. Like, you know what I'm saying? I definitely don't want to be caught in a situation to where I can't prove my innocence if needed. Man, if you can get some meta glasses, get some of them, you know, or get you a Ring doorbell camera. You need to have your life basically surveillance. You need to have your life surveillance, right? And this is gonna automatically give you plausible deniability. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, we got the video, we got evidence, we got this, we got that. This person is not guilty. That's what that means. Okay. All right, so I'm getting off topic. I know I've been kind of rambling about the first, you know what I'm saying, the first person or entity or individual that I would not disrespect or, you know what I'm saying, just look twice or look once past, you know what I'm saying. I'm stopping, I'm making sure I'm doing everything right, especially if you know you're doing wrong. Like, I smoke weed, I ain't gonna cap. Sometimes the car be smelling like weed. I done had so many cops pull me up and be like, you know, your car smell like marijuana, right? Like, yes, sir. You know, I did just smoke, but I'm leaving home. I kind of smell like I have the aroma on me or whatever. And as soon as they hear my voice, they hear the mannerism, they hear the yes, sir, no, sir. They hear, like, shit, he looks like an innocent kid just trying to get to his next destination. That's what the fuck you need to be looking like. How the fuck you trying to be a shark with a fucking cop? And they have the authority over you. So they waiting on you to do some shit. They waiting. They want you to. They want you to. So, pretty straightforward, man. Like, these are things that, a lot of black kids are taught before they start driving, before, they leave the house or whatever. But here's the thing. That shit disappears. It goes somewhere. It goes in one ear, out the other. Why? Play with them folks, man. Go home. Make it home, bro. It's too many instances to where, like, the police just simply don't know what you own, bro. Just like the recent shit with South Memphis hype man and shit. He walking around with a belt on Beale Street and shit. He see the National Guard there. They obviously trying to do something. Here you go playing and shit. Now they tackle him. And now he's all on the news talking about, well, they see I was a harmless woo-doo. No, they don't know what you own. They don't know you. Stop assuming these folks know what the fuck you're doing. Stop assuming these folks are you know what I'm saying? They looking for a fucking reason. That's their job. That's their job. Why? Because most criminals, they don't look like fucking criminals. They look like us. They look like fucking civilians. So they waiting. They want you to give them 1 inch of room. And they gonna do their job. You gotta make it home. Have that goal in your mind. Let's make it home. Let's make it home, all right? All right, cool. Second thing, or the second person or entity or individual or whatever, I would not, cross or disrespect is my boss, okay? Now, another straightforward one, you know what I'm saying? Like, for some of this information is going to be pretty straightforward to, like, the majority of people with decent common sense. But since everybody is deciding to crash out in 2026, 2025, everybody just left their motherfucking home training at the house. Not at their house, at their mama house. At their mom's house. When you turn 18, you decided it was okay to do whatever and say whatever and be about whatever. No, bro. Your whole upbringing and childhood and adolescence was teaching you how to be in the real world, how to talk to people, how to communicate. It's not that people out here trying to make you feel like a little boy or a little girl. I mean, if that's what you are, that's what you are. You have to command your own respect. How do you do that? By giving it. Earlier in the video, I said balance. Balance is give and take. Balance is thank you and you're welcome. Balance is I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Balance is fucking give and take. It's literally whatever you're doing, you have to balance the scales, bro. You got to balance the scales. And I'm going to get back into, you know what I'm saying, this head. But with balance, is those and all three of the entities that I'm talking about today, the individuals that you're not supposed to be crossing or disrespecting, that balance is going to show up, right? So with the police and shit, just like I said, they scared. Just like you scared, they scared. You need to be putting yourself in the next person's shoes when it comes to these three things, okay? So the first one was the police. Second one is your boss, okay? Man, I don't care how good you are at your job, man. I'm really saying this to my people, to my high performers, to the people that feel like they can come to work whenever they want to come to work and be late however many times they want to, just because the job see your performance and they see your skill. And they see that you've been there for a while and they see that you're loyal to the company, but shit, you gonna still do what you want, but you come and you get the fucking job done. All right, cool. I used to be one of them. And I say used to because it's not that I'm not good at my job anymore, I'm lacking in performance, but I just stopped doing certain shit that made me look bad. I stopped being late. I had to get my ass up. Here, get up. You either want a job or you don't. And the first step is to show up. You gotta show up. You gotta show up. Like, you gotta show up. All that, man, being late, 5 minutes late, all that shit, not gonna cut it. A lot of your business meetings with rich, wealthy, successful people, they gonna tell you to be there at 3 o'clock. I guarantee you, whoever you meeting with, if they do have a little bit more status than you or power or whatever, I guarantee you they probably gonna be there 30 minutes to an hour before you. or before whatever time y'all sit. That's how people operate. When you give yourself more time, you have more leverage. What is leverage? Leverage is what gives you more advantage in a certain situation, okay? So these are some of the things that's going to give you more leverage when it comes to this. So first thing is showing up on time, all right? Second thing, when your boss giving you any type of criticism, critiquing you on something, or even if he's giving you praise, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, balance. You gotta keep it constant. When he's giving you praise, or maybe he might be giving a speech to the entire team, you know, it's always yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. Keep them 4 things in your head. Those 2 words put together will get you so fucking far, bro. Yes sir. No sir. No sir. Yes ma'am. No ma'am. Like, and then the head nod with it, bro. Like it comes off as disingenuous at first, but when you start putting it in practice and you start doing it, and you start realizing like, okay, this shit is getting me somewhere. Like, it's getting me respect. Or it's getting me, you know what I'm saying? It's getting me in the doors that I needed to get me in. Okay? So I'm not sitting here saying go around, oh, let motherfucker step on you, let motherfucker talk to you any kind of way. No, bro. You gotta know what's going on up here and in here. Okay? If you know what the goal is, the end goal up here, I'm not saying go out like no coward, no pussy, none of that shit. I'm just saying, when it comes to these 3 things, which is the police, your boss, and we're going to jump into the third one. When it comes to your boss, this is who writes your check. This is who pay you. Not only that, this is the person that has the power to hire and fire not only you, but more fucking people. So I'm finna jump back into why you need to stop being late and cut out the bad habits, even if you're a top performer. Because it's mainly the top performers that think they excluded from shit because they perform so damn well. No, you can be fucking replaced, bro. Let that sink, bro. You can be replaced. They're not going to replace you right now because they don't have anybody better than you. You guys gotta start having situational awareness. And I probably should have started the video with that, but you got to have balance. You got to have situational awareness in all 3 of these categories, man. You got to know what's going on. You got to pay attention. Shut up. Stop talking so much. Yes, sir. No, sir. Hey, Patrick, they just pulled me in the office because I've been late for 8 times now. Or no. Like I said, I don't usually be too late. You know what I'm saying? If I do, I'll probably just be running a couple minutes late. It's never 15, 20 minutes late. Nah, we ain't doing this shit. Where I work at, that shit get cut. The first week you start pulling that shit, but I will say, clean up your bad habits, because you don't know what your, oh, no, I'm sorry. I need to edit that out too. But they just gave me a talk. Hey, Pat, you missed 8 days so far. We can't have no more call outs. If you do, probably gonna have to write you up and gonna do. Okay, cool. All right, so situational awareness. So number 1, first thing I'm doing is I'm listening, I'm receiving. Okay, why they talking to me? Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. All right. All that talking back, all that trying to explain yourself. Man, the number 1 thing bosses hate is motherfucking excuses, bro. Motherfucking excuses. Say if I'm not finna, I ain't gonna take it that deep or that far. But say if somebody was working for you though, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta have a certain thing done by a certain date, by a certain time, deadline or whatever. You're gonna be pretty upset if this person comes back to you talking about, oh, well, boss, well, I was hungry, I got hungry on the way, and then my baby mama had called, and I had to stop and pull over and make sure she was good, and woo. Bro, don't nobody get no fuck. Don't nobody care. We still have shit to do. We still got money to make. The sun's still gonna set. The sun's still gonna rise. You see what I'm saying? Nobody cares, bro. Take care of your shit. be available. Be available for the money at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to be available for everybody all the time, but at least be available for your money. Make time to make money. If you can't, man, make your own money as an entrepreneur, you need to be setting time aside to make money, yes. In the B26, yes. Nobody wants to be at a fucking job, punching clocks, and working 40 hours a week. I ain't even getting 40 hours a week in my job. I'm not going to cap to you. This is where I'm at. But, I know what my end goal is. I know what my end goal is. And ain't nobody changing it. Unless I'm ready to change it. Or unless it's something better comes up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to block myself from no blessing, you know. But at the same time, I know what my end goal is. I know why I'm here. I know where I'm going with it. I know how long I want to be here. I know, you know what I'm saying, how I'm going to leave. If I do choose to leave at a certain time, I know how I'm going to do all of that. Right? Okay, cool. The moment you start giving that power away, you start opening your mouth, talking, you saying too much. Just like I said, my boss getting on me and stuff. Yes, sir, no, sir. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. And I'm telling him, hey, if this happens again, go ahead with your move. Or if this happens again, go ahead and write me up. That right there, followed by no excuses in front of that or behind it. Okay, yes, sir. Like, and I'm not sitting here saying, like, put your hands in the air, like, just be scared or whatever. Bruh, all that, trying to finagle your way up out of shit, they see that's your character. They see that you gonna do that all the time. They see that you're not a stand-up dude. They see that you're not a stand-up female. They see that you don't care. So guess what? They gonna not care. Trust me, you don't want your boss to get to a place to where they don't fucking care, bro. I promise you. You don't want to get to that point. So that sentence right there, that action right there alone, is gonna keep your job. If you ever get in some shit, hey, the next time it happens, go ahead and go with your move. Go ahead and fire me. I didn't tell people to fire me. Hey, if this happens again, go ahead and fire me. Well, Pat, it's not that extreme, but I appreciate the characteristics and the woo. Yeah. Had whole consequence talks turned into, you know what I'm saying, like they damn near want to give me a raise or some shit, or they want to promote me now, you know what I'm saying, because they see my character, right? So now this is not me saying, oh man, keep being late and just be just good person your way up out of it. No, that's not how it's always gonna work, because some bosses can see through that shit too. I ain't gonna care to you. You can only use that shit so many times, especially if you come to doing the same shit. You can only use that line so many times because they actually gonna fire your ass. So man, you buy time with that, and then you go do what else. If you need to go be finding you another job or whatever, until do what you need to do. But you gotta learn how to play. You gotta be patient, bro. You just gotta start being patient. All right. And so remember, this is the person that signed your check. This is the person that has, you know what I'm saying. This is the person that's basically giving you opportunity. They don't have to have you there. Like, I guarantee you, a lot of companies will rather struggle than deal with arrogant, uncoachable employees. I've seen it happen, bro. I've seen bosses and managers and ownership fire whole staffs all at once because they're trying to do a clean sweep. I've been promoted in processes like that. I've been a part of processes like that. I've been one of the ones getting out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this how this shit go, man. And shit. And just the last point on that category, they can potentially be your lifeline later on in life. So when they say don't burn bridges, that's a real thing. Don't do that. You never know who you're going to need. You never know what reference you might need. You never know. Like, these jobs are asking for work experience. You know what I'm saying? They trying to see how long you've been doing stuff. They trying to... Now, it's according to my knowledge, most employers are not going to call your old job. They can't do that, and that the most they can call and ask is, hey, does such and such work here? And some jobs may say, hey, we can't give out the information. Some jobs may say, yes, do you want to talk to them? Some jobs may say, no, But that's why you want to make sure you're not out here burning bridges, bro. Do what you need to do. You might not be the best at the job, but man, your personality, your characteristics, man, how you carry yourself, all this shit is going to shine through it. Okay? It's worked for me in multiple industries. Like, I've been in multiple industries. I've been in logistics, delivery, warehouse. I've been in restaurants, and I've been indoors, outdoors, and freezers, and outside. I done set up electrical equipment. I done set up, man, all types of shit. I done been flown out on planes and all types of shit. Just by knowing how to carry myself and talking to people to get to where I can scratch their back and they can scratch mine. Like I said, you got to realize what you doing. These jobs are not out here for you. Yes, they are looking for employees, but they don't work for you. You work for them. Try to be as accessible as possible. Try to be flexible. Try to make yourself available, even when you can't. Sometimes, hey, I can't come in this time, boss, but next time you call me, I'll be sure to come in. Or, I can come in Saturday and give you guys an extra hand if you need that. 9 times out of 10, they're going to say no. Because they got to watch the clock. They got to make sure people not getting no overtime and all that other shit. But my point is, this is not somebody that you want to just be talking no any kind of way to. And like I said, this is pretty straightforward, right? Until it's not. I'm saying grown-ass people constantly get fired. So it may be a reminder to some people, but I know that this is common sense to a lot of people that does this, and they got it down packed, and they do it every day, and it's instilled, ingrained in their routine. So they just gonna keep getting better at it, keep getting better. Like I said, these practices will feel disingenuous at first, but you gotta get to a point to where you tying it in with your routine. Man, when you get to the house, speak to your kids a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, teach them, hey, I'm going to talk to you with communication. I'm going to talk to you with effective, language, not just yelling at you and bickering at you and fussing at you and cussing at you, because that right there creates an unsafe space for the child. Now, your child growing up, mean, don't want to talk about nothing for real because shit, they just been taught to get fussed at and get yelled at their whole life. So now they don't even know how to communicate. They don't want to communicate. They don't know how to carry themselves. They don't know how to be mature. They don't know how to. It's gonna be so much that you need done that can be taken care of with just characteristics alone. Okay, this video getting long as hell. Last thing I want to talk about. So first 2 things. It's the police. Don't disrespect the police. Make it home. That's first goal. Make it home. We trying to make it home. Okay? Police scared, just like you are. Okay? Roll your windows down. Make yourself as least of a threat as possible. I'm black, so I'm going to always be a threat. I'm going to always have that target on my back. So I got to do this shit. This shit is life or death for me. So second thing, make sure you keep your money. Keep you a job. Respect your boss. Respect your managers. Respect your colleagues. Talk to everybody with respect. Don't speak down to nobody. Don't be condescending with nobody. Nobody's there is your kid. Nobody there is your kid. Nobody. And quite frankly, you shouldn't even speak to your kid in that type of way. Why? Because they gonna grow up and remember that. And yes, kids cannot think for themselves, but if you teach them how to start thinking for themselves, if you teach them how to start thinking for themselves at an early age, you won't have 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds doing what they want to do because they ain't never experienced shit. Let me show you what I mean. If my 15-year-old daughter come to me and talking about having sex and all that stuff like that, it's not going to be weird. It's not going to be a new topic or nothing like that because it's going to be something that we've talked about. Okay? This is why you should be doing this. This is why you shouldn't be doing this. You do this when you're ready, when you're grown. When you have the knowledge and the experience, not the experience of doing that, but the experience of having that talk before, so that you're not out here practicing unsafe sex, or you're not out here getting pregnant, or you're not out here catching an STD or some shit, You gotta sit down and talk to your kids. Your kids are whatever you make them to be. So if you always sitting them down and telling them to shut up and do this and do that, they're gonna be rebellious, bro. Why? Because you're not explaining shit to them. A lot of folks look at their kids and be like, oh, they kids, they don't make their own decisions. They don't okay, that's fine, but at some point they are. Before they leave your house, your kid is gonna make a decision to sneak somebody in. Your kid is gonna make a decision to sneak out the fucking house. Your kid gonna make a decision to start kissing somebody or having sex. They're gonna make decisions, just like they make decisions on what they like, on what they want to do, on who they want to see, who is their friend. You have to get in there. You got to be the biggest influencer, because once the world starts influencing your kid, you don't have your kid no more. All you can do is sit back and be like, you know what? Okay, I'm a just be the best parent I can. I'm gonna do this. But if you instill that thought process into your kid at an early age, shit gonna start clicking for them. This is why you ain't supposed to be having sex, or this is why you ain't supposed to be smoking weed at an early age, or this is why you ain't supposed to. And I'm not saying break your kid off to the world. It's your kid, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? At some point, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Coddle your kid, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to stay in that spot with my kid, and we talking about something totally different now. I don't want to be in that spot with my kid to the point where I can't get through to them. I was like that with my folks. Had to grow up early, bro. Like, I didn't have the necessary resources like a dad that I needed when I was a kid. I ain't had this shit. I ain't had no pops. I don't know my pops. Like, I know it's guys out there, you know what I'm saying, they know they dad, but dad just went around, or, you know what I'm saying, probably see their dad down the street. I've never met my pops, bro. I don't even know the man's first name. I don't even know the first name, you know what I'm saying? And I used to beat my mama up about it, like, mentally. Like, I used to beat my mama up about it. Like, you don't know my dad, like, he ain't never seen with the ooh, he ain't never did this, he ain't never did that. Like, mad. Like, not doing it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just mad. Like, that's a whole different topic, story, all that shit. But this is a thought process that most adults don't have. So they just out here doing shit. Can't do that, man. Can't do that. You need to get out here and get educated. You need more knowledge, bro. Lack of knowledge is keeping us back, especially black people. All right, so last thing, let's jump into it. Say what you want, say what you will. I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck how many simps y'all call me, nigga. I do not care. I don't give a fuck. The last person, entity, individual, unit, or whatever that you should not be disrespecting is your woman, bro. If you actually want a wife, if you actually want, I'm being dead ass serious, bro. I'm talking like a genuine connection, bro. I'm not talking about somebody you can manipulate. I'm not talking about somebody that's just gonna be there, or that's just gonna cook for you and clean for you, and y'all play y'all roles or whatever. No, bro. I'm talking about somebody, a life partner, to the point to where y'all damn near undestructible. A partner where y'all cancel out that noise, bro. Cause it's gonna be noise. It's gonna be a lot of it. Especially if you're more introverted, y'all the more introverted couple. Y'all like to be out in the public, holding hands and shit. Yeah. It's definitely gonna be people gonna be saying shit. People gonna talk about you. People gonna be people, bro. You ain't gonna never be able to stop that. If you want a life partner, If you want somebody to grow with, grow old with, once again, you gotta have situational awareness and balance, bro. It's not hard, guys. It's not fucking hard. Y'all make this shit hard because of y'all pride. Y'all be in this motherfucker talking about, bitch ain't doing shit for me, or bitch ain't doing this, or didn't doing that. I'm finna go do. No, bro, you have to show her. She has to learn. Not learn how to fucking do that. If she already knows how to do that, she still has to learn with you. Dildo. This shit is, I don't know, this should be easy to me. I ain't gonna cap to you. This should be easy. But I'm finna explain to you where y'all niggas go wrong, bro. Y'all leave out the fucking situational awareness and the balance. Give you an example. Fuck it. You got a millionaire. And on the other side, you got a broke dude, probably working a factory job, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Don't have a lot of money. Just kind of did what he could, you know, but wasn't able to, you know, get the riches and stuff like that. But you also got this millionaire, right? Okay, cool. So with this millionaire that you have, he's always gonna come with a lot of pride. Why? Because I'm pretty sure he's gonna take a lot of vanity, you know, in his accomplishments and his success and all that shit like that. That's what rich people come with. I'm not gonna cap to you. Broke people are a little bit more humble, you know what I'm saying? A little bit more respectful on that end, you know, because shit, you can't do as much. You can't go when you want to. You can't just leave when you want to and command your own dominance, man, because you gotta play by other folks' rules. Why? Because you don't have that money. You ain't got that bread. Alright. That's a whole other video. I ain't gonna cap to you. Yeah, okay, cool. Got the millionaire, you got the bird guy. Okay? With this millionaire, he already has certain roles that he's gonna play because he just get money alone. Simple. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have certain roles that he don't have to play because he's getting money. Vice versa with this broke guy. He got certain roles he gotta play because he ain't getting no money. You know what I'm saying? You might have to eat a little bit more pussy. You might have to kiss a little bit more ass. You might have to cook. You might have to do so. I've been in that position. I've been in a female's house to where, like, I ain't had no car, man. I was losing my job, quitting jobs. I was, man, drinking every day, smoking every day. I don't care to you, nigga. Like, I've been that person. Like, I've been the ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga that just think he finna come and put some dick on her, and then, like, we cool. I can live here and I can be here and I can do all that. And I've been there. I don't care to you. I've done that, and that's not a good position to be in because she gonna do what she want to when she want to, whenever she want to, how she want to. And if you ain't got the funds to man, keep up with her or help her or provide in a way to where she ain't got to do it, or you taking some off her plate, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you there for? She's gonna fuck you over. Same thing with the rich dude. Rich man might feel like shit. It's certain things he ain't got to do, like I just said. So now she might be feeling a void in certain areas because he ain't doing it. He don't give a fuck. Right? This is why you have women cheating. This is why. Because there is no situational awareness and there is no balance. Okay? If you start to see your woman getting distant or cold or she's not doing certain things that she used to do, or she not smiling like she used to, or you know what I'm saying, that glow is kind of like dimming off her, it's something that you're not doing. And she's not going to tell you. You can bet your last dollar on that shit. Your woman is not going to tell you how the fuck to make her happy after you done pissed her off, or she done just put that negative image of you in the back of her head. You're not going to change that. I ain't going to cap to you. You're not changing it. Or she has that thought in your head that you are that, you're not changing. But everybody do it. But when it comes to your wife, you ain't gonna be able to change her mind, bro. Unless you start doing that one thing or those multiple things, and you just consistent with it. You just, you know what I'm saying, you're doing it the right way. You're making sure that it's getting done. You actually care. It's genuine. You know what I'm saying? You can probably try to change that. We ain't doing shit but getting older. We live our life off routine. So why the fuck would we keep opening up tabs for somebody that's gonna keep doing the same shit? So that's why she's gonna put that image of you in the back of her head, and she gonna forget about this shit. And she, every time she think about you, she gonna think about that bullshit you done did, or the shit that you wasn't doing. Watch how you talk to your wife. All the name calling, the bitches and hoes, and I get it. Things gonna get heated. Arguments are gonna occur. Life is gonna have highs and lows. You're gonna be sick. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be times where y'all ain't always got it, or money might be tight. You can be a millionaire and have a expensive ass lifestyle that you have to maintain, and you miss one fucking beat, or you miss a paycheck. Like, just because you make $40,000 a year, or you make $80,000 a year, or $100K a year, or $200 a year, bro, you can always get to a point to where, okay, you maxing this shit out. You using all of your money. Like, you ain't even saving. You living paycheck to paycheck. And you don't have to be in that lower tax bracket just to experience it. Most of these folks out here is funding a lifestyle, bro. Especially these celebrities. So your business owners, these people go through highs and lows just like you do. Whenever Trump moved that pen and say, hey, we're going to turn the taxes up on the imports and the exports and all this shit, that shit affect the whole fucking world. Because now they got to raise their shit across the fucking seas, and now we got to buy that shit at an extra fucking price because Trump went to do shit and all this other shit. Domino effect. Veering off. I'm not going to lie to you. Veering off. But domino effect. You don't want to get to the point, bro, to where you lose your woman, man. This is why you got to have balance, okay? Situational awareness. Like I said, man, if you realize certain things are going on, or if you realize certain things aren't how they used to be, and if you wanted to go back to that, you got to have that situational awareness, bro. Okay, what am I not doing? Where am I going wrong again? Did I say something to her to the point to where it's like, I'm doing too much, or like, I don't know. But here's where the balance come in at. Once you notice what's going on, that situation, once you know what the situation is, you will know how to navigate it because you have that balance. Right? So like I said, no, but I'm not telling you to be no simp, but I ain't telling you to be no pimp either. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You gotta be a little bit of both, man. You gotta be hungry, and sometimes you gotta be full. Sometimes you gotta, man, be the protector and the provider, and sometimes, man, let your woman do some shit for you. Let your woman pay the bills sometime, or not. Let that motherfucker get cut off. I guarantee you she's gonna appreciate that shit. You can even have the money. She's gonna appreciate that shit. Why? Because struggle brings humility. Now you back at the bottom. Shocked you, woke you up. Wake up. Don't, man, y'all get to this point where y'all want to be so comfortable and so stress-free to the point where you damn near not even living. Like, you ain't taking no risk. All your decisions be comfortable in the motherfucker. All your decisions be based off how you feeling, based off your current mood, what day it is, how the weather is outside. Like, bro, y'all niggas, bro, that's why y'all think this shit common sense, but these are the bases and the principles that relationships are founded on, okay? I just gave you 3 relationships that you need to respect and uphold with the utmost respect. And I know some guys gonna be like, man, your bitch gonna cheat on you, your bitch gonna do this and that. She can go do whatever she wanna do. Why? Because I'm not her dad. Bro, I don't own this female, bro. You don't own your female. That's a choice. It's not a fucking jail cell. Don't turn your relationship into a fucking jail cell. Don't turn your marriage into a jail cell. That can go for your kids too. You don't want your kids growing up and resenting you for shit that you did, or you was trying to, stay cool or stick to this modem, no, bro. You gotta have balance. You gotta have balance. So, when it comes down to it, man, let your girl, man, vent. Shit, sometimes she might want to hear what you got to say. Sometimes she just want you to listen. Sometimes she might want you to cook. Sometimes she might want to go shopping. She spend the money. You know what I'm saying? Life is about give and take. So, man, this video long as hell. I hope that, man, I was able to test somebody or, you know, give somebody some advice on something today. If I was able to do that, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe to the channel, please. And please share this video with a friend, with at least one friend, please. And I want y'all guys to have a good day, okay? Let's work on these relationships and let's get back to enjoying life, okay? Enjoying life how it's supposed to be, not how we want it to be, okay? Because we clearly see how the world and the economy and the society is in 2026, okay? All right. One love. SW Patt signing out.